In the beginning of the story, we see a boy named Helm who started living alone and in depression after the death of his mother. Helm's mother died 2 years ago due to drowning in a lake near the house, but he thought that his stepmother must have killed his mother, and his father must have also supported his stepmother because she was earlier his father's secretary, and after his mother's death, Helm's father married his secretary. Helm did not have a good relationship with his father, and he did not want to live with his father and stepmother, so he stays alone in his treehouse built in the forest near the house all day, and he gets into the habit of spying on the people coming to the forest with a telescope, and after seeing them, Helm used to write all this in his diary. Along with it, he used to write his thoughts in the diary. One day Helm's stepmother reads his diary, in which he has written about other people on whom he used to keep an eye, as well as he has also praised the beauty of his stepmother. After reading all this, Helm's stepmother leaves him in his treehouse. She goes and seduces him. Helm too cannot stop himself, and both of them become close to each other. After this, Helm's stepmother blackmails him and sends him to another city so that Helm cannot create a rift between them by instigating his father against her. After this, Helm comes alone to an unknown city, but he neither had any place to eat nor did he have money. Also, Helm has no place to stay, so he has to spend the night on the roof of a building with an empty stomach. The next morning, Helm sees a woman on the road whose name is Kate. Kate resembles Helm's dead mother a lot. Seeing her face, Helm feels at first glance that she is his mother. Helm follows Kate and sees her going to the hotel. Helm also follows her and finds out that Kate is the manager of the hotel. Helm comes to Kate and asks her if she will get any work here. On this, Kate, after asking him some questions, hires him in the kitchen of the hotel. Helm is also given a job. There was a great need for Kate, so he starts doing this work and does all the work diligently, and he also enjoys doing this work. After this, Helm starts following Kate after the holidays and starts watching her every routine, where she goes, what she does, and even watches her house. Helm is doing all this because he started liking Kate. One day when Kate does not come to work and has gone out, Helm goes inside Kate's house. When he looks outside the window, he sees the clock tower. He feels that Kate's house will be visible well from the clock tower in front, and Helm used to work under the clock tower. Then Kate comes to the room. So Helm goes to the roof of the house from the window and starts spying on the gate through the glass lantern on Kate's roof. Helm, who used to sleep in a small room in the hotel earlier, makes his home in the room of the clock tower the very next day, where no one comes or goes because here he can see Kate with the help of a telescope. After this, Helm keeps peeping into Kat's room every day with the help of binoculars and watches her dancing and working. One day when Helm is keeping an eye on Kat from the clock tower, he sees that her hotel senior has come to Kat's house. Now both of them are having fun. The next day when Helm is using the stairs to go to the clock tower, the same hotel senior who was with Kat last night stops him and angrily says that you cannot go upstairs, only senior staff can go from there. After this, when Helm is working in the kitchen, Kat comes to him and asks how he is feeling about this work. On this, Helm says that he is enjoying his work. Kat also likes to hear this. At night, when Helm is on the roof of Kat's house to see her and is watching Kat from the lantern, then he sees that Kat is there with her senior. Helm secretly watches them, and from their conversation, he comes to know that his senior is married and has 2 children. Helm feels very bad knowing that he and Kat are having an affair. After this, Helm comes to the clock tower where he hides from everyone. Seeing Kat and his senior, he remembers his mother. He feels that his father and stepmother were having an affair since a long time. When his mother came to know about this, she must have gone to meet her stepmother, and then the stepmother must have killed his mother so that he can live well with his father. Here, Helm now started feeling that his stepmother and his father together must have killed his mother. So, Helm goes to the police station and files a case against his stepmother, accusing her of murdering his mother, and tells the officer that his father is also not supporting him. The next day, Kat calls Helm to the office and offers him the job of front desk in the hotel. Helm agrees to this and starts this work. Soon, he starts liking this work and also makes a friend. One day, when Helm is watching Kat from the clock tower, he sees his senior doing the same. He sees this and understands that Helm keeps an eye on Kat from the clock tower. His senior angrily threatens Helm that he will get him caught by the police and fire him from the job, but Helm tells his senior that he knows everything, that he is cheating on his wife and having an affair with Kat. Helm tries to blackmail him, but his senior does not fire him from the job and both decide to keep their things secret. The next day when Helm is at work, Kat comes to him and wishes him a happy birthday because today Helm has turned 19 years old. His coworker friend also comes to know about this and he asks him for a party. On this, Kat also asks Helm to celebrate his birthday and they plan to go to the bar tonight. At night, Helm, his coworker friend and Kate are in the bar and they start drinking. Helm's friend drinks too much, so he goes home, while Helm and Kate start drinking even more and start talking. They get very late while drinking, so Kat leaves Helm. Kat brings him to her house. Kat is drunk and tries to get close to Helm while talking, but Helm is not ready for this. Then both of them go to sleep without doing anything. Helm sleeps next to Kat and thinks that the girl he used to keep an eye on is sleeping with her today, which makes him feel very good. The next day when Helm goes to work, he first goes to Kat and asks her to go on a date, but she refuses. Kat says that whatever I did last night in a drunken state, you should forget it. Hearing this, Helm gets sad and leaves from there. After some time, Helm is called to the hotel room. When he goes there, he sees that Kate is there. She starts coming close to Helm and both of them get close. Now Helm started feeling good with Kat and Kat was also happy with Helm. One day when Helm climbs up to Kat's roof to see her, he sees that his senior is fighting with Kat. He shouts in anger and tries to raise his hand on Kat. Seeing this, Helm gets scared. He gets very angry and jumps inside the room by removing the glass panes of the lights to save Kat and tries to stop his senior, but he raises his hand on Helm and tells Kat about Helm. He says that he used to keep an eye on you every day by climbing the clock tower on the roof of your house. Hearing this, first Kat asks her senior to leave from there. After he leaves, she asks Helm, "Were you keeping an eye on me, and since when was all this going on?" To this Helm says that I was keeping an eye on you ever since I saw you, but there is a reason behind this. Hearing this, Kat gets angry and does not listen to anything he says. She asks him to leave from there and also fires him from the job. The next day when Kat is coming home from work, she sees Helm sitting outside the hotel. She feels sorry for him, so she brings him to her house. Then when Kat asks Helm, "Why were you keeping an eye on me?" To this Helm says, "My mother's too." Helm says that after my mother's death, my father married again, but I hate my stepmother and instead of staying at home, I started living in a treehouse built in the nearby forest from where I started keeping an eye on people with a telescope. With time, this became my habit, but when I came to this city, Kat, I saw you. Helm further says that my mother's face resembles yours, and when I see you, I remember my mother. That's why he kept an eye on her. Hearing this, Kat feels very bad for Helm. After this, Kat wears Helm's mother's dress which Helm has brought with him. When Helm sees her in his mother's dress, he starts crying remembering his mother. Then Kat consoles him. The next day, when Helm goes to work, he comes to know that his parents have come to meet him, who got his address from the police station because he had filed a case against his stepmother, but due to lack of any evidence, his stepmother was not arrested. No action is taken against the mother. Here Helm's father tells him that he has taken a lot of loan and he will have to sell some of his land so that he can repay the loan. For this, he asks Helm to sign the will which his mother had made in his name before dying. Here Helm is afraid that his stepmother is behind all this, so he refuses to sign. Then his stepmother starts abusing him and then they leave from there. At night, Helm remembers the words of his stepmother in which she had said that his mother's death was an accident and she should forget it. But Helm gets very angry remembering those words. The next day Helm catches the train and comes to his home. Helm, badly affected by grief and pain, comes home quietly and goes to his stepmother, closes her mouth and ties her up. Then he takes her to the lake and throws her in the water. The stepmother starts drowning, then Helm realizes that he is doing wrong, so he takes the stepmother out of the water and apologizes to her. Then the stepmother leaves from there. Helm's father comes to him and reveals that his mother was depressed for a long time and she had committed suicide. Here Helm realizes that he was wrong. He apologizes to his father for his behavior, and then Helm catches a train and comes to Kat, but she refuses to meet him. She says that her relationship with anyone has never been good, so right now she does not want to get into a relationship with anyone. Kat sends Helm back saying that he is still young. If you want to have a relationship with me further, then you come after a few years. After this, Helm leaves from here, and while walking on the road, with a smile on his face, he thinks in his mind that one day he will definitely meet Kat, and with this the movie ends. Friends, thank you very much for watching the video till here. Like and share the video and subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you do not miss the upcoming videos. See you in the next video.